What's up, YouTube? KO's for Miles. It's your boy E-Train, El Guapo. Just wanted to talk about AIBA, International Boxing, and their decision to allow professionals to pursue the Olympics. This is just crazy, fucking crazy. I mean, this isn't hooping, this isn't basketball or soccer or something like that where, you can not get seriously hurt. This is the fight game. You can get put in the hospital. It can be very, very bad on some of these young amateur boxers. Um, I certainly think that some can hold their own, but they're one punch away from this looking very bad and everyone having egg on their face. I mean, there's a number of pro boxers that are against this. David Hay made a good point. He talked about kid from Sweden, that could be a kid from anywhere, goes up against a 30-year-old world champion and gets put into a coma. You see the stuff that happened with Nick Blackwell and Richard Colon and folks like that. And, hopefully they can come to a full and speedy recovery. But you got guys like Lomachenko and Guillermo Rigondeaux. They're already back-to-back champions. Imagine them with all their professional skill and experience now going back to the Rio Games to face a guy who has less than 50 amateur fights. It doesn't make sense. It's dangerous. It's not a good move. And I'm completely against it. And then there's talk about the same organization potentially, there's whispers about them potentially sponsoring professional level events for a limited time while, boxers basically early on in their careers. I don't support that either. I think you should keep it for boxing purposes. You should keep amateurs, professionals with professionals. Then there's, Amir Khan said that he would love to fight for Pakistan. Obviously he won a silver medal and was somewhat of a hero, to the UK in the 2004 Olympics in Athens. And, he just came off a brutal, vicious, savage knockout from Canelo Saul Cinnamon Alvarez. Yeah, he probably thinking that, it'd be a good, easy way to come up on another medal. But imagine if he gets slept by and stretched out by a guy that's 17 years old. That would be devastating for his career. And even stuff in terms of taking off the headgear. The amateur game is starting to look like the pro game. And if I were an amateur coming up, I would try to get to the professional level, get the skills and experience I needed in training and coaching, and go professional as soon as possible. No reason to take beatings without headgear and take all that punishment and not get properly paid and compensated for it. As an amateur, you're still in the learning stage. And out of that process, you want to become a professional. And now those lines being, with those lines being blurred, it's just difficult. And then I saw that the WBC is talking about banning any fighter from their rankings. For 2 years, up to 2 years, if they're in the top 15 or better. Well, what about if a world champion decides to participate or partake into Olympic competition. How is that gonna unfold and be handled? So there's a lot of dynamics and a lot that has to unfold, a lot of variables yet to be uncovered. I thought it was funny to hear Carl Froch, his commentary, the Cobra's commentary on the situation. He thinks it's a terrible idea. It's pretty funny. You go back to the "I'm too big, I'm too strong" comment that he told to Triple G. You know, yeah, you don't want the professionals rolling up basically in the black hat, black hoodie, black Timbs, black gloves, flipping up on, schoolboys. Don't get it fucked up, though. Some of these amateurs got some pretty nice little skill sets on them. And some of those pros are going to step in that ring thinking it's sweet. And it's not going to be. And you got to remember the sort of format and how things are scored. And, a lot of times those amateurs starting off may be quicker, may fight at a quicker pace than some of these professionals. And going back to AK real quick, it's funny. Some people are saying that he's trying to go to Pakistan and fight and calling him Benedict Arnold and that he's trying to duck Kell Brook. He tried to duck that special K work. So from Sheffield, trying to duck the chef from Sheffield. That's all I got, guys. This E-Train, El Guapo, KL's for Miles, signing off. Make sure to subscribe.